45 minutes.
Can I Musketi now?
Yeah, you have to put it on a different plate though,
Okay.
because just because.
Shatter.
Yeah, if you microwave that cold.
Learned from experience at my mom's.
Oh, I did it too. I microwaved it and set it where I sit. You know where you are.
Yeah.
And it was sitting there. It was roast beef and some potatoes. And I walked back over towards the stove and I hear on the kitchen table. I looked over and there was like a million pieces of little sharp glass. Eh? I thought, well, there goes my meal.
On an arbor pack.
I had to scoop it all in the garbage.
What's your husband's experience?
Now, I'm not believe it or not, I'm not into UFOs. I don't follow the stories or, you know.
Even after your experiences?
No, I'm fascinated with the technology, and it really irks me like every night I go to sleep that, you know, that it was my own doing, essentially, that prevented me from continuing on in the project. I mean, it's that to be on that cutting edge of technology is so alluring to me.
Right.
But, you know, by the same token, I don't really care that there's aliens or where they come from. I mean, the prize is the technology, and that's what I'm fascinated by. But so I don't listen to UFO stories and that sort of thing. But George Knapp is, I mean, he's the guy that has the contacts and tries to thread everything together.
Hi, Josh.
And what he recently told me is he found
I switched the
using
plate.
conversation with the people he spoke to, that the existence of this project, the project
Plastic lid
it's
on
something
there.
that they seem to take out every 8 or 10 years.
So that's a very specific memo, and this is actually, this is the first time I'll be very clear with people about it. It's a big
that'll throw stuff all
conversation
over.
right now. It's called the Wilson Memo. You can look it up. Admiral Wilson met with a scientist who was featured in one of my films. Everybody has been
It's on
debating
backwards.
whether or not this
I noticed that this morning.
I thought you were trying to scare me like Josh did last night.
Sitting Admiral
Okay, hey, Josh.
Real document. It's an actual conversation that happened.
Hello?
It's document where everybody wants to know the world's going crazy right now in the UFO
Hi.
world. I'll tell you
I'm just
straight
warming
right
up some
now.
spaghetti.
I'm in the position to know, and it is a real document, that it is real. So the conversation you read in that conversation was had.
Okay.
I can't attest to every...
Same.
No problem. So there was a document that is circulating right now that is really big. It's going around everywhere. People are asking...
What is this document?
It's called the Wilson Memo, is how you can find it online. Or the Wilson Leak.
There it is, Jimmy's got it. The Wilson Memorandum. Use of human volunteers.
No,
That was it, yeah.
No, that's not it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Admiral Wilson meets with this scientist and they have this discussion, oddly enough, at special projects at EG&G. And if I remember, the document is from 2001. I'm telling everybody right now, it's real. And we'll see, my history's pretty good with like saying if something's real or not, right? So here we go. The document comes out. They meet at EG&G special projects. In 1989, they stumble into a problem. This happens, they put the technology away, and then they bring it back out and see if material science has caught up and if they can make any progress. So this document kind of talks about this process. The big thing I get from it, and a lot of it's vindicating to Bob, and one of the things that's vindicating, besides the EG&G thing, is that private industry, so this guy's an admiral, and he says, I found out about your SAP, your Special Access Program. I need to know about it. And he's going to a private part of industry, and he is denied access. And he says, I should be running this program. And they were able to deny him access. So I think the takeaway here is, check it out. I'm telling you that is an actual correct, that is a leak. That everything said in that document, I don't know.
What is said in that document specifically?
It's between a scientist and an admiral that are sitting and they're having a meeting and they're talking about the search for the UFO subject, the search to get special access program access to all of these different things like reverse engineering programs. So in this document they talk about it. And I believe that this document, the person that went was employed by Robert Bigelow, one of the guys that has a couple of orbiting satellites and all that stuff.
He's the guy who owns Skinwalker Ranch.
No, he's not. He was the guy that owns
He used to.
Skinwalker.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to own it. There's a new owner,
I'm
and
usually the only one who
I
knows.
interviewed my other film, but there's a new owner. You'll be hearing a lot more about that soon. But like it'll just there's stuff that you'll be hearing about Skinwalker Ranch soon because there's a new owner. Anyway, the whole point of this insertion here is just that document kind of validates a lot of this idea Bob just said, that they make a little progress, then they can't go anywhere, they tuck it away, and then they bring it back out, 10 years later and start working on it. What is the limiting factor? I think Bob should speak.
Hi,
on this,
Josh.
but it's the material science.
It's really where physics
I'm back.
is. So I can see them doing that. I mean, I didn't have any information on that, but I think what George uncovered is probably accurate. That
Where did Christian go?